We are now in Ybor City. We're gonna roam the streets like we did back in the day, just in a positive way. These bumpy roads. We're gonna roll down Ybor, turn some frowns upside down. I'm in downtown Tampa trying to look for the homeless. Let's feed some people. Let's pray for some people. Let's make a better today and tomorrow. Look where I'm at. Feeding the homeless out here too. I just did a video about me slanging dope on these corners. Oh Lord. Putting in that work like I did back in the day. Just in a positive way. Let's go on a ride to Ballast Point. This is South Tampa. Check out the beauty of these trees. Let's head in the right direction. We're starting now. Welcome back, world. OG forgot. I'm here to give y'all some prison stories, God stories, and overcoming adversity stories. This first story is going to be about paperwork in prison. This takes me back to the first prison I was at when I was a young bud sent to the Lancaster Correctional as a kid. So I've spoken on it before, man. I found a little piece of property on Lancaster, and me and the neutrons, a lot of them were from Tampa, but we did have different neutrons that are in from different areas in Florida. With me saying that, we had our own little piece of property on Lancaster Correctional, which was the track, the bleachers, and the dip bar. I became kind of like a master at that dip bar because I literally had a belt around me doing dips with 4 45-pound plates. I was a big old Chico when I was in prison. But this is one of those stories that I didn't understand at the time until later on. I thought about it. So I was approached by an inmate. And he told me to send one of my guys down to where receiving, like when you come on the compound, there was like a hill and you can look down. I remember looking on that, like a hill, which was, I don't know, a mile all the way around, and I would see different people all the way down the hill. I didn't understand what was going on until afterwards. But the inmate told me, yo, a guard wants you to send one of your guys down to the bottom. But because it was coming from an inmate, man, I ain't sending nobody down there, period, point blank. But you ever seen like a bees on a beehive? Ooh, imagine seeing that. And truth and honestly, man, this person had bad paperwork. This person was coming on the compound with bad charges onto the compound. And if you don't think people are going to find out that you have bad paperwork, you're sadly mistaken. Inmates work areas like that. But if you don't think the inmates are going to catch it, you don't think the guards are going to catch it. So I didn't realize what they were saying. So with me looking around on the hill, I literally saw this dude literally get on the compound. He's walking by himself. And then this is what it looked like. I'm going to say there was at least 20, 25 people. Man, he wasn't on the compound. 100 feet out of classifications heading to his dorm, to his housing unit. But man, it looked like a bunch of bees on a hive. This dude did not make it on the compound, nor I'm pretty sure he didn't stay on there. But what I realized later on is the officer told the inmate for me to send somebody. I didn't understand because it was coming from an inmate, but I guess I was viewed as alpha, I guess you want to call it, you know what I mean? I was the first person on that property. I was bigger than most, you know, and I did interview people when they tried to come in our area, because you're not coming here with all that BS, man. You really ain't trying to bring us problems. We over here by ourselves. The people that we had were all cool. But, you know, I've had to interview people and say, like, bro, you can't bring that BS over here, man. You got to ride out. You're trying to look for backup and bring us into problems when we were just trying to avoid problems. But I was viewed as something else that I never thought. I thought we was all equal. I didn't run nothing. I didn't do nothing. I just took the initiative to do interviews. You know what I mean? Like, I did what I could to make the peace, and that's all I wanted. But if you think you're going to go to prison and try to manipulate your paperwork, I can't begin to tell you how many times they asked for paperwork. Me, because I was in there for four felonies, I'm cool with it. I'll show you my paperwork. Everybody's like, cool, cool, cool. But when you be like, oh, I ain't got, like, things that make you go, huh, you're going to have to show it. But I'm just letting you know, if you think you're going to go to prison with some bad charges and ain't nobody going to find out, oh, they going to find out, all right, whether it's from an inmate or whether it's from a guard. You ain't finna make it, man. Wait for the next story. When a ham sandwich and you do a burglary, it makes you into a hamburglar. It's kind of crazy when you're locked up and you try to find entertainment. And some type of entertainment is fun. Like you can see soap operas. It's funny. There'd be dudes who look like females, but the dudes are trying to holler at the female, and me and my homeboy used to call it a novela because everybody's undercover. They just want the attention. I don't know what the heck they wanted, but it was like a novella to me. But things I did to entertain myself, man. I remember I was on my way to Colorado prison in the county, and there were certain people who, they didn't have money on their books. So in order for you to get a suit, man, I used to have people snort the ramen noodle chili or the spicy, like their face. But people used to do it, man, and it used to entertain a lot of us. And man, my bad for all y'all, but dang, I ain't gonna do it. So let me get into this ham sandwich and a burglary, man. This dude didn't know what he was doing. He says he barely remembers the whole situation, but he literally broke into a trailer and he made himself a ham sandwich. And while he was eating the ham sandwich, the people came out of their bedroom and found him. And so now, he remembers being chased by a golf cart and he was out. He said he was so intoxicated that he did not remember a lot of it. But because he made a ham sandwich and he did a burglary, he literally became the Hamburglar. But the reason why I bring this dude up, man, entertainment, man. I remember I was at work and I come back to the dorm and one of my homeboys was literally like, yo, bro, you ain't gonna believe this, but our new roommate asked for coffee and he literally snorted it. And so I'm looking at who he's talking about, looking like this, talking, you could tell. And the dude approached me, I know you guys are talking about me. And I was like, look, man, check this out. I heard you did this. I'll give you some coffee because I want to be entertained. I want to see this. So I literally gave him coffee and he snorted it in front of me. I'm not sure what that does because I ain't never done it. And then I was like, let me just see. And I'm asking him, what does that do for you? Why are you doing it? But I guess he was trying to catch a high, or there's different ways people try to catch highs. But because he was my cellie, man, I had to put down on him. I said, look, bro, I can help you with coffee because you're my cellie. I ain't going to be your daddy, but I can definitely help you. But you can't be snorting that in our cell. You ain't bringing that type of stuff to us. It was entertaining while it was, but he literally became the Hamburglar. And he was sent to prison. Have you ever woken up in jail and wondered what you was there for? I know I woke up in Hillsborough County Jail one time. I guess I was zannied up. I don't know. I was so intoxicated that I just woke up in the middle of the night, started hitting that button. Boom, boom, hit that button, hit that button. What am I in here for? What am I in here for? And I'm thinking the worst, man. Did I kill somebody? Did I shoot at somebody? Did I stab somebody? What did I do? But come to find out, I was in there for a misdemeanor, so cool. I was like, all right, I get to bond out the next. But that's a scary situation when you go into jail, when you wake up in jail. And you literally don't know what the heck you've done. Have you ever done that? You ever woken up and like, what did I do last night? So why should we get so intoxicated that we don't remember what we did? I bet you there's a lot of times that we get so intoxicated, we wish we'd have never gotten intoxicated and regret what we did. I bet you there's a lot of people in prison, county jail, mental wards, and all types of places that they don't want to be in because we get so effed up that you don't know what the heck you're doing. Don't do that. Live life, love life. Let's make it better today. Let's make it better tomorrow. I want this to be iron sharpens iron. I want to give y'all some good stories. But remember, I'm the OG for God. I was literally a career and habitual criminal, but I don't have to worry about criminal activity, man. I'm out here doing God's work. I educated myself after getting out of Colorado prison 13 years ago. Now, I got out of prison 13 years ago, was in a program for 2 years and some months. So to say technically free, say about 10 years, some months, and I educated myself, became a business owner, became an investor for homes. I became a teacher. I became an addictions counselor. I became so many things that people said I would not do. I met up with somebody earlier who knew me when I was young, and I was that kid that your mama and your daddy said, don't hang out with him, he's no good. They were like, you're going to meet with Sam? Yeah. And they were like, oh, why would you do that? And they were like, you better do your checks because that man has changed. And this was a neighbor that was across the street from where I lived. And the mama knew, I guess, what I was doing. I was up to no good because of, I don't know why. But yeah, it was pretty obvious that I was a bad boy. But now today, man, if I can change, you can change. I went from carrying and then career habitual criminal to not doing it, man, to being on 100 milligrams of Thorazine in prison because I had impulse control, pride and ego problems, and Seroquel out here because I lose grip of life when I get upset, turn black, and I would literally just do nonsense, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let's live a better life, man. I'm here for y'all. Y'all be good. Stay up. Stay blessed. Let's check this area out for a second, man. Like, how cool is that?